Hello, Gemini. This is your forecast for February 2021. If you're interested, this is for, Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. This is your reading for you. If you don't know your rising sign, I do have a link down in the description box for you to figure out how to figure that out. So if you're interested in that, you should check that out. So, let's take a look here. So we've got the energy that you're going to be moving into the month. What's the energy that you're going to be moving into the month of February with? What's going to be happening in work, career, or your school? What's going to be happening in your love life? What's going to be happening in your relationships with family and friends? And what energy are you going to be in as you're leaving the month of February 2021? So, what do we got? We have the Three of Cups is where you're coming in. Very sociable. You got the Three of Pentacles for work, career, school. Two of Wands for love. Two of Swords for relationship with your family and friends. And the energy that you're leaving the month in is the Ace of Wands. Well, I love your energy, Gemini. I like your energy. I like that you're coming into the month with the Three of Cups because it shows that you are, of course, doing your thing, being sociable, talking to new people, experiencing new things, enjoying time with other people. You might be flitting about, enjoying your friends and, going out for drinks. COVID be damned. You are probably out there with 6 masks on, still enjoying yourself with other people. So I think that's an excellent energy to be coming into. Of course, these years are not going to, last year and this year are probably haven't beaten the tar out of you like it has the cardinal sign. So you're probably doing pretty good here. So I think that's excellent. You do want to be careful though with other people. You may be wanting to work alone right now, and that's okay. It may feel alien to you, but at the same time, you might be welcoming it. I think that you might be feeling like you need some time to yourself at this moment for this month. And that's only because I'm seeing that you've got Mars going through your 12th house. So you're going to be feeling like you're going to be focusing more on some isolated issues, and it just might be showing that you need to spend some time with yourself. And it may be that you actually are maybe not totally getting along with everybody, but I'm not seeing a ton of issues. I think you're going to be doing the right thing here because I'm seeing, somebody who's kind of staying out of business, like staying out of people's problems, staying out of any kind of drama. That looks like a pretty anticlimactic month, which is probably good news here. So, but with work, career, and school, you've got the Three of Pentacles. This is excellent. This is it's exactly what that topic is. It's working together with other people for work, for school. It's looking up teachers and mentors and learning from people. It's working as a group or within a little club or something like that. So that's pretty good. You might be having a lot of meetings this month if you're working in an office or in a situation where there is a lot of meetings, or where meetings are happening where you have to consult with people. I do see that happening quite a bit. Now, I think that you could be also be focusing more on school here too. For those of you in school, I think that you might find that there's going to be a little bit of a focus on like arts and cultures this month. So that might be something that you're interested in. Let's see. I think though that you could be focusing a lot. Like I'm seeing pretty heavy studying here for those of you that are in school. I think that you could be also expanding your interests a little bit, which is pretty nice because you do have the Sun going through your 9th house, which is foreigners, foreign travel, that sort of thing. Other interest, expansion, higher education, arts and culture, like I said. So that's kind of what I'm thinking might be happening this month coming up. A little bit of that. And then I think later in the month, it'll be moving into more of a career focus. There might be a focus on authority, that sort of thing going on. Let's see. Can we clarify the Three of Pentacles. The Empress. Yes, arts and culture. Really nice. So maybe some of you have started up some kind of art project, or, you know, you in school, you're doing some kind of arts and culture related thing. At work, you could be asked to like visually improve some things. You've got Venus going through this 9th house as well. So there is this focus on, you know, beauty and topics of, you know, femininity, beauty, you know, luxury, stuff like that. So when it has to do with work and like your work and career and school, I think that there's, you know, maybe you're beautifying your space there. Maybe you are, you know, if you're at school, you're studying art or something like that. It's going to be a good time for you though, because there's going to be a lot of creative activities in regards to work and career and school, just because the Empress is here and she is that creative person who kind of beautifies things. She makes things more beautiful. So that's actually, it's very nice. So 2 of Wands in your love, that's something. It's like you're planning something, for single or taken. I think that this is showing planning for the future. You're interested in kind of exploring your options, seeing where you can go. You know, if you're in a relationship already, you might just start the beginnings of either like a really nice trip somewhere, or, you know, the planning stages of some really nice day trip or date, or, you know, thing to look forward to. If you're single, I think that you're doing the exact same thing, but it's more geared towards finding someone. So like you could be planning dates for yourself, basically. So if you were to go somewhere with someone, you could take them to here or there, or show them this or that. And for some of you, this might just be showing that you're making plans to start dating, to find somebody that you're interested in. And that could be what this energy is here. Can we get clarifier for the 2 of Wands, please? Oops. Clarifier for the 2 of Wands, please. Yes. So I got the 8 of Cups. So yeah, it does kind of look like now, okay, for some of you that are taken, if this applies and you're in a kind of a situation where you're wanting to explore your options, this is saying that you might be contemplating, and this is you. This isn't anybody contemplating for you. This is your idea. You're motivated to do these things. So don't feel like it's the universe that's out of your control or anything like that. These are your thoughts. So from what I'm seeing, I think that you might be contemplating leaving a situation with someone else. They may not be somebody you're completely committed to, or they might be nice, but they're not really what you're looking for. And I think that you're going to make the choice, or you're in the process of making a choice, whether you want to leave this behind and maybe revisit it another time, or if you would just rather, like, you know, just get rid of it and go find something better, or something that you're going to like more. But, and you know, when we see this revisitation, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to revisit this person. You may start thinking about whether you want to stay or go, and then you might put that on the back burner and kind of just play it out and see what happens next month, like in March. So it's kind of a transitional phase where you're not really sure what you want at this point, but this is going to be a pretty big factor, I think, though, if this is a serious relationship. Can we get a clarifier card for the love area? Two-faced friend. Okay, so but this is love and relationships. So, you know, you may find that you're acting this way. Maybe you are acting two-faced because you don't actually know what you want. Gemini has a tendency to have 2 different faces here. They have, you know, their higher self, and then they have the more mortal self that likes mortal things. Gemini is split between the divine and the worldly things here on Earth. That's what the 2 twins are. That's Castor and Pollux. One's a god, one's a person. So I think that you may be split between what's right and what is for the higher good. So I think that's kind of maybe what you're looking at when it comes to where you're going with love this month. So I think that you may feel, and maybe that's why you're kind of taking a step apart here. And for some of you too, like that Mars is going through your 12th house. That could mean that somebody that you're partnered with currently is going to kind of show a face that you weren't aware that they had. And you might kind of find that surprising when it comes out. So that may also be showing here when you're trying to make this decision. So for family and friends, Two of Swords. Leave me alone. I can't think. That's what this card is telling me when it comes to family and friends. You don't have time for games. Honestly, you are probably more interested in just kind of stepping away and getting your thoughts sorted than you are worrying about trivial things with family and friends. Let's see here. Two of Swords. Can we clarify the Two of Swords, please? Page of Swords. Yeah, honestly, I think that when it comes to family and friends, you're going to be out of the picture. You're just not going to want to be in the picture. You might get invited to things, but you might say no. You might say, no, I don't want to help you with this thing. No, I'm not going to go here. I'm going to stay where I am. I'm going to just do my own little things. I'm going to look up my own little fun projects. I'm going to learn all about one particular topic because I'm a Gemini and I'm bored. So I know how to grow zucchinis. So like, I think that you're going to be wanting to spend a little bit more time to yourself and exploring things too. Like you have the Page of Wands here. So the pages are represented by air signs, which is a very, Gemini's an air sign. So I think that this is probably you saying, you know what, I'm going to just research and go be by myself. Because this card can talk about somebody who's taking a time out. And it's mostly so they can just get away to hear themselves think. Because you may be in a situation now where you've got everybody talking your ear off, everybody giving their opinion to you, everyone who wants you to solve their problems. And you might just be thinking, I need to get away. I need to just be by myself for just a few weeks and not have to worry about everyone else's problems. And I think that's going to be the energy that you're in when it comes to family and friends. And I don't see any hostility or anything. I don't think anyone's going to give you any pushback, to be honest. So that's a good thing. So the energy that you're leaving in when it comes to February 2021, it looks like you're leaving in the energy of the Ace of Wands. I think that the events of the month are going to kind of leave you feeling pretty invigorated. You may have a really good sense of self-esteem. You might have a great new idea that you want to go out and express and tell the world. It's still the planning phases, but I feel like this is something that could easily develop in the month of March, where you're taking this baton and you're not literally, but figuratively running with it. So I feel like you're going to be in a very energetic spot. You've got new ideas, new creative endeavors. I think you're really going to be in a good spot. And maybe that has to do with the research or the interests that you pick up this month. Yeah, so this is kind of like a fighting spirit too, with the seven of Wands. I'm seeing a fighting spirit. I'm seeing somebody who's willing to be up to the task, up to the challenge, and you're going to be leaving the month really in a very good spot, and you should be quite happy about that. So let's check out the advice for this month before closing it out. Advice. This is Castor and Pollux. There we go. So yeah, maybe for some of you, you're going to have to learn to channel those two sides of yourself. Make sure that your motivations and your interests are all kind of like in a happy medium. You don't want to overdo it on one end or the other. We have the Eight of Swords, so this is saying that any limitations, don't let your mental limitations determine your choices that you're going to make, because you're not seeing it clearly anyway. For some of you, it's also warning you about idealism, that the other way to see this is that you should just value what it is that you have right now. It's saying that it's worth having and it's good, and if it's a loving relationship that is coming into focus here, the love is mutual and you shouldn't worry about it. But also it's telling you that maybe you might be a little bit too idealistic in what it is that you're expecting, and you may need to hone those expectations so they're a little bit more grounded in reality. So that is the reading that you're getting, Gemini. I hope you have a great February. If you're interested in a private reading with me, you can catch me on my Etsy. I am down in the description box. My link is there in the description box. And if you like my content, please like, comment, and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate hearing what you think of your reading. And I'm going to move on to the next sign. Thanks for watching.